good to me. Okay, and we are live now. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do some audio checks real quick, and then we'll go ahead and get into it.
Good.
Oh man.
Okay, we are up.
Yep.
Everything looks loading.
Gosh. Cool.
Refresh the
Okay.
page. Alrighty.
You sound good.
Yay. Always good when we sound good. Awesome.
And me. Okay, awesome. Yay. Perfect. Like not too loud or anything like that.
That's good. Makes it easy. I feel like our audio checks and visual checks and everything have gone so much smoother as we've gone along. We're not having to tweak as much. I always like that.
Oh yeah.
I know it's a lot less stressful. It's not like, oh wait, no, hang on. Why are you quiet? And I'm really loud. Okay, let's adjust this. Okay, that's a little bit better. Oh, now I can't hear the music. What did I press?
Yeah.
So
There's a lot of stuff that goes into recording. Like you can just see it in the beginning you didn't get the chance to see it,
No,
but in Coach's thing, he was having issues with his computer and stuff and like programs, and that's just pretty much it. Like every week, whenever we go live, it's like, oh, this is wanting to update or something is like conflicting, and it's like for some reason things aren't.
The internet is not cooperating tonight. Okay, everything is buffering. Screen is dropping.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That was what, Friday when that was happening.
Yeah, pretty much. Cool. I will go ahead and get us started, and we'll go ahead and go right into it. See where the topic takes us. Welcome to the Days of Green. I am Andrew, and this is my wife. And actually, we're going to be switching it up a little bit, and we're going to be just doing our TDOG talk. So it's good for me.
Give you more time to actually create the story.
Create the story. I don't usually. I'll get into that when we get into the talk. Our verse of the day is Galatians 6:9. It says, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." So just that steadfast, continue working and focusing in the direction ahead. And it's kind of funny because I think we're so used to that. Do this, get this. Do this, get that. Do this, get that. Go to the store, buy this, have that. Go home, order this, do that. We get a quick return.
Oh, yeah.
And even with DC20, it's kind of like this is not the quick return. This is okay, we're going to wait. We're going to have to wait. I mean, we're playing and we're enjoying it, but, it will come when it comes and stuff. But we're working toward a direction. And I think everybody in the community is really working into the DC20, into a direction and stuff, and working toward what's the best for return for DC20 and for just an enjoyable game. Like, get back into the old times of like when D&D used to be like enjoyable and collectible and fun. It wasn't just like scattered all over the place. That you can just play one. I shouldn't say play one system, but just I don't know. Just get back to basics and just find a good game. One of the things I think that sold me into DC20 was that like D&D needed to make a change, and they didn't really make that change. And so people went,
People went and made the changes.
People wanted to make changes, and one of them was Coach. And, we felt we liked the changes that he was doing and stuff, and we're happy with it. So
Yeah, I forget how you stumbled upon it, but it was like, oh yeah, there's this new thing that's coming out, and it seems like it would be really cool. And we were looking at it, and it was like, yeah, this does seem like it could be a lot of fun. And we've been playing TTRPGs pretty much since we first started dating.
Yeah.
Started with the D&D, and we've always kind of been involved in some kind of group, either just us or with friends. At one point we had a group so large that we actually had to have 2 DMs running because it was There was like 15 people or something crazy like that. Or
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but it was fun, and we got to have friends over and pizza and staying up way too late.
It's a lot different now, I feel, because we still have that. We still have our friends over.
But we have kids now.
Yeah, we have kids now. But we also do a lot more community-based for the tabletop realm within, like, online. Like, I think I've really pulled us into it a lot and stuff. And it's really cool because it's just a different realm within our gameplay. I think it was, like, difficult a little bit at first for us,
well, there was
myself.
so much that we had to do to get into the online platforms.
Yeah.
Right? We went from just, a casual Friday game night to, we're actually trying to share our stories with the world because we enjoy it so much and we want to be able to share our laughter, our stories with everybody else.
Yeah.
And I think, too, we liked having it recorded because we'll go back through and re-listen to our campaigns and just, reminisce and crack up. And it's like, oh, yeah, that's right. That was so funny when that happened, and I remember you used to do, like, little scene sketches of, like, some of the highlighted moments of our campaign of the night before. And you're like, oh, yeah, like, this really epic sequence happened, and so I want to sketch this out. And, like, everybody loved that.
Yeah. Oh. I think I really like... There's a lot to tabletop role-playing games, but I personally love when everybody is able to bring something to the table. I feel bad because I have a lot of art and abilities and I'm like, I'm an artistic person. I love to create and hear it, but I do think that everybody has a place at the table and is able to create.
I show up and shoot things.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's in that regard, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, so. Yeah. Gosh. Okay, so what did you think about the stamina? Let's go into that.
Oh, I really like it. Yeah. I 100% approve of this new change, honestly. Yeah. So for anybody who did not catch it, what Coach is basically doing is instead of it being an instant stamina regen based off of your class's abilities, right, or requirements or whatever we want to say, it's just at the end of your turn you regain half of your stamina, right, up to half of your stamina, right. I personally love that. I typically play the hunter class, which for me, like, I love it. I love the idea of hunter. Yep. But there were definitely some games where I had a really, really hard time meeting the specific requirements to get my stamina back. And it was a little bit frustrating as a player when I'm like, oh, I really want to use this maneuver or this ability, but I can't because I didn't hit hard enough on my last attack. And I don't have enough stamina because it required like 2 stamina or something, and I only had 1. And it's like, okay, well, I've got this creature marked, and I have to be able to hit it at a heavy or higher hit, and I'd only be able to hit hard enough for a regular hit, and I'm like, it's not enough, so I don't get any stamina back. And using a roll to like find a hidden creature, you very rarely would hide your creatures, so like that almost never happened. And I forget what the third one was, but like I never would use half of those. You'd have to do,
I believe, a search, or like, well, it's like a knowledge of the creature or something.
No, there was a search or like knowledge check. I can look it up really quick.
Yep, you're good.
But yeah, it was very hard for me on occasion to actually get
majority of those things. Yeah.
Yeah,
and I think
so,
it too, like, okay, and I'll say real quick is that I think it too makes it a bit of a challenge for the GM as well, because then you have to then consider those circumstances. So whenever I run my games, I usually consider, okay, what kind of players I'm playing against. Got a spellcaster, got a marshals. Okay, is it ranged marshals or is it a close combat marshals? Okay, so I want to either give them the opportunities, give them benefits to that by giving them the range, or for spellcasters, giving them that spellcasting challenge and stuff. But I also want to make sure that I'm also pitting them against the opposites of that, so that they are challenged in their gameplay and stuff. And so I'll look at your character sheets and stuff, and like for instance yours, it's like, okay, now I got to like figure out, okay, I got to make characters or monsters often enough that are gonna hide a lot more. I had to have creatures with certain abilities focused towards your stamina, so you can regain, and so you can get that feel of it. And I think there's some things in D&D that I had issues with that too, where it was like, I as a GM have to then purposefully craft characters so that because I want your ability to feel important. I don't want it to feel wasted. Yeah. You know, but I do love this new one. I like it in some ways. I'd be curious to see what he has hidden. And I would love for it to be a magazine and share it and just be like player. For me, if I was a player, if I had the choice, I would probably choose the option for my own the class specific regain. But I also think it would be fun to do it similar to Ancestries, where you can kind of pick and choose how you gain it, so that you can flavor it towards your character, you know? Because I think that people want that customization within that. Like, they love the flavor. Right. They love the challenge. Like, I personally I built a character recently, and he's a Death's Door character. He's a human, so he has those ancestry bonuses for death save. And so I love playing close to death, and I also love being challenged. Like, part of my gameplay, I don't want to play the game to feel like I'm just always excelling at the game. I want to feel like I want to be challenged. I want to, like, I think a lot of times when I would usually play games, I would put it on, obviously, like, you know, most people would put it on the hard setting or put it on some kind of setting to where it's like, I want it to be hard for me. I want it to be challenging for me. I don't want an easy, like, I got health all the time. Like, I want to be close all the time, because I feel like, I don't know, it just brings so much out of the character. Like, it brings so much excitement in the game. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely more like, oh, actually, I need to, like, either figure this out or get out of here. Now, it does look like they had changed the stamina regen for 10.5. Because originally it was reading for yours that you get it back on a heavy hit. Yes, and they updated it and removed just to a martial attack. He does you still have to hit. He does that because, like, I'll read through the book. I'll spend time, and I'll be like, okay, I'll read through the book. I read through the book, and I log that information in my brain. And then, like, he'll start saying something on the live chat, and I'll be like, no, that's not right. It's this. Yeah. And then I go and I look at the newer updated version, and I'm like, oh, no, he updated that information. And I'm like, darn it, like, I didn't catch it. It is. Yeah. It is a little bit. This would have made it a lot easier, honestly, because just making a hit, but it still has to be on the hunter's mark creature, right? Yeah. Which I always made a challenge for you and stuff, which was fun. I mean, I don't mind using hunter's mark. But there are some instances where I'm like, it just doesn't seem like it's worth it. We've had a couple games now where we've played in horde type situations, and I'm like, okay, well, these creatures are only like 3 HP. Yeah. I'm not going to use hunter's mark on these creatures that are 3 HP because the hunter's mark is meant to be like to help you really nail this guy, right? Like, you get advantage on your first attack. It ignores the PDR. If you get a heavy or higher hit, then it gets a D4 help die for the next attack against, or a D8 help die against the next attack. I mean, like, it's designed to lock in and take this creature down. Yeah. So when it's like
okay, we've got a goblin that is, 3 HP. I'm like, okay, well, I want to use my volley maneuver, right? But, I would need stamina to, like, bolster it. Or,
and so then you need to do the hunter's mark thing, because the hunter's mark is tied to it all.
Exactly. And it's just like, okay, well, then if I use an AP and an SP to hunter's mark this little goblin, as soon as it dies, now I need to mark another one. Yeah. So I need to either use an AP or an SP to move that. And it's just like, oh my gosh, okay.
It becomes more tedious.
Yes, in that type situation.
Yeah.
Now it does have on here now that succeeding a check to recall information or to locate an unseen creature. It doesn't specifically say your marked creature, which is nice. But again, like, I don't do that often enough in most of my games where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm trying to remember about this creature. It just doesn't usually seem as relevant in our gameplay. And so again, it hones, it revolves around the marked creatures. And so I like that it's simple. Like, I'm still gonna use Hunter's Mark, right? I'm still gonna go after.
You're gonna go after the big guys.
Yes. Oh yeah. Like, I'm still gonna be playing more or less as if I would, if I needed to, like, do a heavy hit or whatever, against this creature. But I very rarely, I don't think I understood the fact that it was an immediate regeneration of the stamina. I thought it was like at the end of turn. If you had met those requirements, you got your stamina back, type of thing. So I played the game probably very differently than what I would have, because again, like what Coach was saying is like, oh, I just got my stamina back and now I've got this extra stamina, so now I can actually do this other thing. And I probably that would have been me.
I think that was 100%. I knew that, and I was like doing that the correct way. And then you were doing it the other way, and I was like, why are you doing that? I think I can't remember. But I'll say this is that, like, the stamina, like that fill, I mentioned in the chat and stuff, but it would be pretty cool. Like, I think personally it'd be pretty cool to have as a later on feature as you level up, like in that higher levels. You're like, ooh, I can do this now. My stamina can be regained. You know what I mean? I think that would be a pretty cool, like for certain classes, or as a what is it? A feature, within you can take later.
Either that, or you have a much higher stamina number, to where it's like, okay, instead of only having 4 stamina, you have like 6 stamina, right? So you can do more per turn, right?
In some ways. So what I like about the way that the stamina originally was that when you are playing the game, you get the feel of like succeeding and then being able to do more. So say like just comboing your moves, and it feels like epic. It feels like you actually are that kind of character. When you're, like,
would have
hitting your shot and then boom, gaining your stamina, and you're like, cool. And then you know exactly what you. And I mean, me personally, I don't take as long for turns and stuff. I usually try to right through my turns. But some people like, ooh, now I have a stamina, I don't know what to do with it. Like,
it's more like, ooh, I can do more. Okay, wait, hang on, I want to try to make this matter. Right.
Well, I think if, like, I mean, personally, if I won't say this, but I will say it, if you're a GM and you're focused on your players and stuff, and you're gonna push them and say, hey, like your turn is over, you know what I mean? Like, don't start flipping through the book and try to find, oh, maybe I should do that. No, like, no, play the game enough times, or if you're playing with this ability, like, play enough times to where you know your abilities quickly. You can be like, cool, and now I'm gonna just switch it up, and now I have enough to do this. Boom, boom. But you have to be quick when you're playing the combat.
I think what slows me down the most is I'll think I know it, and then something changes. And so it's like, oh, okay, well, that used to be 1 AP, 1 SP. Now it's 2 AP, and then you've got SP for these enhancements. But the enhancements are different than what they used to be. and it's like 1 SP for this enhancement or 2 SP for this, and then it's like, okay, wait, was that hindered or was that, you know, something else, right? Like what was the condition that they have to roll for again, you know? And so it's just trying to keep up with the updates and the changes and whatnot. It was like for the volley maneuver, right? I love volley. Great against goblin hordes, right? It's like, okay, it's now 2 AP instead of 1. I think it had been like 2 SP or like 1 AP, 2 SP, or it was something along those lines, right? I think it was 2 SP to do it.
Oh yeah. So it was high before, and then it lowered it down.
Well, they moved it from SP to AP to actually use it. Or maybe it was like 1 AP, 1 SP. I just remember that was like, okay, I can literally do one thing. And if it doesn't hit, then I'm screwed because I'm done with stamina, right? But it was like, and now it's like 2 AP, and then you can use SP for the enhancements, and it's like 2 SP to power it up 1. Or to expand, extend the circle out more. And I think there was like exposed or something like that. But anyway, like, the enhancements changed a little bit. The cost changed a little bit. It's still essentially the same maneuver, but the little details. I'm like, wait, do I have enough SP for that? Do I have the action points for that now? Okay, well, if I want it, but I also want to make sure that I have enough to be able to do this too. Like, I need to be able to do a hunter's mark, or I need to, something, right?
I feel like there is a part of the game where so there are certain games, there's certain players and stuff that will they'll sit and they'll think about their turn for quite some time before they actually take their actions and stuff. I personally love, because it's like a role-playing game as well, and you're playing a role and stuff, you have to understand that other people at the table, the moment you start slowing the game down, you're kind of just pulling everybody else out of the game. And so having that, you have a limited time, you know what I mean? And it's not it's kind of like speed chess, you got to make quick decisions. And some people aren't good at making those quick decisions, you know what I mean? It's because a lot of times, I will make a decision. I'll be like, crap, I totally forgot about this and this and this. But my turn's over. It's that person's turn. Move on. You know what I mean?
How many times have we been like, that's right, I forgot to do that.
But what's amazing, because what I do is I usually run you guys through a lot of combats. I'm like, cool, run another combat. Let's go. Let's keep going. Because the more combats you do, the more you learn about your character's abilities. I try not to hinder everything on the main boss, like a main boss fight every single run. You know what I mean? It's more of like, oh, here's a fight, here's a fight, here's a fight. Boom, here's the big boss fight,
Right.
And
it's like, oh yeah, those little minions actually really bloodied us up. Oh shoot.
So, just trying to because what I've learned about DC20 is it's a completely different game, even though it's so close to D&D. There is just a little variant of rules with the 4 action points, with being able to utilize those to move out of the way and do all kind of stuff. Like, you're moving around the board a lot more, and it's just, there's a lot to take in and to learn and to realize. You're like, oh wait, I forget that I can do this. You forget that you can taunt somebody and focus all the attention on you. You know what I mean? And so now your other players can, do whatever they need to do. You know what I mean? Or you can throw help dice on them if you're right next to the monsters. And
you do. You forget about those little things.
There's so much that you can do that you forget about and you don't think about. But that was something I wanted to actually go into, and it's the 3-round combat. 3 rounds. Okay, so I would desire to test it out, because I want to consider some of the things that it is. So what I've noticed is that you guys, there's certain things that happens within first round, second round, third round. So if it's supposed to be just a 3-round combat, it varies. But for the most of the time, with the health, with the conditions and all that usually times around that time. A lot of the times when I get through the game, I feel guilty because you guys are just applying the conditions and you won't see those results.
Yes, I could see that. It was like, oh yeah, they finally like I've got them knocked down.
Yeah,
and
you
they're
got like so
bleeding,
many
or
stuff, and then it's
yeah,
like they're done already. Like
yeah,
with just your hit, you were able to do it, and all those. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, it doesn't bother me too much because the conditions are easy enough to apply.
Yeah.
Right. Like that was something that I really didn't like about D&D.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I've got like this specialty maneuver or like this thing I can do once per long rest, right? Okay, I want to use it, but I have to be very careful when I use it because I don't want to waste it, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, heaven help me if I miss, right? Like that was something I don't like a lot of the once per long rest type things. Unless it's a guaranteed usage. I think as a just for myself, I don't know if other players feel that way too, but like if I'm gonna use something, and I get that it's you can only use it once per day type of thing because it's so powerful. But like the breath weapon, right? I'm gonna use my breath weapon. I failed my roll. And now I can't use it again until after I've taken a long rest. Well, that really sucks because like that was supposed to be my trump card. And it's just been wasted because my dice didn't roll very well, right? Kind of thing. And like I felt like that as a hunter in D&D using the hunter's mark, because you could only use the hunter's mark so many times during a long rest period, right?
Oh, really?
You couldn't use it all the time. I think it was only like once or twice per long rest or something like that. It was like a charge, right?
Oh,
and
for
so,
D&D and
for
stuff.
D&D,
Okay,
yes,
gotcha,
yeah. So I'm like, okay, well, I really want to use the hunter's mark because it gives me these extra boosts, right? But what if we run into somebody who's even harder a little bit later in this campaign, this little game, right? Like, well, what if this is not like the hardest guy? Because I mean, he's tough, but he's not like that tough, right? Well, I don't want to waste my hunter's mark and then like later come across like something even harder and really wish that I had it.
I'll say this real quick is that listening to DC20, one of the things that really caught my eye was the analyze creature, or the, I forget what the other one is. Being able to like know
the battle
like
insight type
battle
thing.
insight, yeah, like an action to be able to do that, which doesn't get utilized. It doesn't get utilized as much as I wish it would.
This is really, we're gonna kill it.
Because I feel like the biggest issue that a lot of tables run into is the threat scope, and we've had like in our own games, like I implemented lots of things to try to like
this thing is pretty deadly.
Yeah, because I think there's something I was talking to my buddy about today was Cody was about like players will just go and they'll just fight and then they'll just, because it doesn't matter. Like if it was you, really you would go and you would just do that. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't go and fight like a monster creature like that. But character you would, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, let's, this is just like any other game or any other monster that we fought. I can somewhat visually see it, or I cannot somewhat visually see it, depending on how we're running. And so,
yeah, I think that falls under that category of things that you forget that you can do, right?
Yeah.
Or you roll one thinking that it's the other.
I think that is something that I wish could be an added into rule, but I don't like, and I don't know how the players feel about it because I don't play as a player as much as other people do. I don't like the movement at the start, like the initiative. Both of us, we don't like the initiative. We don't like players always going first, or if we go to no initiative at all.
Right? Yeah. No,
but you get movement because it's very difficult to kind of initiate it all.
Right.
Like
Yes. There's something very satisfying about the whole roll for initiative, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, we have initiative bonuses.
Yeah.
So like,
I think it's gonna go. It's probably gonna go away off the sheet. But I'll say like, I wish, part of me, I wish that you can remove that, because some people don't want to move and stuff. Maybe they're like, no, I'm perfectly am where I am, or you just threw us on the maps and we got to place ourselves. I don't really need to move. I think this is a good spot. You know what I mean?
I don't know if I even caught that new rule where you get free movement at the start of the turn.
Yeah, so I
think
believe
I thought
it's your, I forget what it is, but it's like it's 2+ your agility bonus, I believe.
Okay,
so
yeah.
I'll have to, I haven't looked at the that rule yet.
I mean,
too much.
I see people use that, and I'm like, oh, it's their class feature.
Yeah.
Right.
So I would wish that could be an option in comparison along with that. So it's like you can either move, or you can also have the option to roll for that awareness or roll for that monster insight. So you can gain information about this monster, so you can tell whether or not, hey, guys, this is going to be a challenge going in here, or you know what I mean. Like I would love that, like as an ability. So
now, what I would love is if the hunter had kind of like, for Hunter's Mark, it says that you have advantage on awareness and survival checks made to find the target, but nothing gives you a benefit to learn about the target. And like the whole purpose of the hunter is they study these creatures and they learn about these creatures. So like I kind of wish that was flavored in a little bit. That would
be a pretty cool thing, I would think, because basically, like, if it's your, I don't know how it works and stuff, because it's like terrain wise. If it's like the terrain in which you are used to, if this is like some kind of creature, like it would be good to be like you are able to gain a 1 stat information of that creature at the start of combat. If you, I don't know, like,
well, and like if the creature's marked, right? If you've used your hunter's mark against this creature, and then you want to roll like an insight check on, like, hey, is this guy dangerous?
Yeah.
Right? Because for favored terrain, I do have advantage on like survival checks, right?
Yeah.
Stealth checks, things like that. I can't be surprised by creatures sneaking up on me, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
But I have to remember that feature. But it would be nice, like, it's like, okay, we're going up against this unknown creature. I've marked it. Now I want to roll a knowledge check to see what I can figure out, right? And I know there's the whole bestiary, which...
Is it like a flavored feature?
Yeah, it's a flavor feature. But you have to have, like, creature types in there.
Yeah.
Advantage on checks made to learn or recall information about any creature recorded in your bestiary. And so it's like...
You gotta record. You gotta have experience with these creatures and
right,
stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, it does say that you can choose a type and include some pre-recorded notes, but like, I don't know. I feel like I've tried making a bestiary, and it really, like, I don't get to use it that much.
That's what is something that as well too. I'm kind of always like, okay, as a GM, I gotta try to make sure I'm giving you those opportunities to be able to utilize those abilities.
Right.
But they usually fall to the wayside.
How often are flavor features used? That would be like a big
That is a good question. Yeah.
Right? Because it's like, oh yeah, in theory this sounds really cool, but in practice, how much is it actually used for the different classes? And I mean, I
think it, like, sometimes it will break into the skill challenge things and stuff. So basically, people who do skill challenges, they'll be like, ooh, well, I have this ability like this. Could I take my advantage because of that? Is usually the case some of the times.
Yeah.
And I'd be curious, like, if people out there and stuff who are watching and stuff, if you have had the similar experience with either flavor features or just the bestiary in general and stuff, with you're like, okay, I have it, but I don't use it. It doesn't come up often enough. Like, let us hear your thoughts on it and stuff. Because personally, I would prefer more of it in the game. Like, so in a perfect world, I would like it to be where during the first combat fighting this creature, because I usually run my creatures multiple times. First time you're gaining information from this creature, how it's moving and how it's doing everything. So you're able to use an action maybe to log that information in your bestiary, like as an AP or a minor action. As a hunter, you can log it in your book.
Yeah.
You know, abilities. and then the next time when you fight against this thing, you automatically get to know it's this or that, which you probably will learn as you're playing against this creature, yeah. So I think that would be kind of an issue. Bring it more into the combat.
Yeah,
because I feel like it's
well, again, it's like it's one of those things you have to think about.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so here the champion class flavor feature says you can spend 1 minute observing or interacting with the creature out of combat, or spend 1p in combat to learn information about its physical capabilities compared to your own. Right.
Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah, but
somewhat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to okay, that's 1
but again,
minute.
Yeah, well, you have to use an action. It's like, okay, well, I want to know.
I don't think it's one action. I think
if it's in combat, it's an AP.
It's in combat. Is that what it says?
Yeah, it says 1 minute out of combat or 1p in 1 AP in combat.
Okay.
But it's like, okay, you're gonna do a D10 knowledge check or an insight check. And all it says, if you learn you learn the chosen stat if it's higher, lower, or the same as yours.
Yeah.
On a success, right?
Yeah, I remember using that a lot when I played the champion.
But see, like, that's something that you would use.
Because I would, it would benefit. Because I was like, cool, now I know his health, or now I know his PD, or now I know his speed.
Well, you know it's higher than yours, or lower than yours, or whatever, right?
So, it's like, why not do that? But the other thing, too, is that what's the ranger in comparison to that one? So are they very similar in some sense and stuff?
Ranger is supposed to be more of like, or not ranger, hunter. It's supposed to be the tracker. It's supposed to be the one who knows creatures, knows terrains, like knows how to survive, right? But then their flavor feature, like I said, it's the bestiary, which that one is basically like a book. It says you have a trove of knowledge hunting creatures which you've recorded in your bestiary. And you have advantage on checks made to learn or recall information about a creature recorded in your bestiary. So it's like, okay, I totally know about that creature. Let me just try to recall.
Yeah, you do that a lot, didn't I?
No, I usually can.
It would be better because I know in D&D they did like a thing where you can just click and choose the type of monster. Mm-hmm. So it's like these you can what I would personally would love to have is like what would it be? It would be more like, okay, you can pick one type of monster type that you can benefit from that.
It does say that starting entries, you choose a creature type: aberration, beast, celestial, construct, dragon, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And your bestiary includes pre-recorded notes about various creatures of the chosen type.
Yeah.
Okay. Or you can make new entries, which you have to spend 10 minutes of light activity recording information about a creature you have slain within the last 24 hours. Okay. So it's like, okay, hopefully learn something killing that guy, So therefore, now I'm going to write down what I learned. Tell me, what did I learn about this? Yeah. And then. Okay,
so what I think, the lore of it, which is a bit challenging, I think, for like GM sometimes, because if we were making our monsters up and stuff, then like for instance, if I make up my drow, I can tell you about the drow. The information background of the drows, but I can also tell you about maybe what kind of weapons or what abilities they usually use. Mm-hmm. So I can say, hey, they have these poisonous darts that are made, and they are this strength level. Okay, just so that you have benefit mechanically from it. You're not just like, okay, guys, well then we got to make sure we have some kind of medicine prepared while we're traveling through here. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I think it might be just the way that you're using it. Maybe that way that we're running it too. Because I could probably open it up more toward after you've defeated this monster.
Write it down.
Yeah, write it down. Because I know that like I'll give you enough time. Unless it was like a rushing through the game.
Right.
I will give you time to be like, like I would assume that you're probably going to check him out and see, or write down some of the things, the tactics that he did. Because I think that's... So champion, he's more on like the stats,
right? Exactly.
But you're more on its abilities,
right?
And what he more the lore somewhat, but
Well, yeah, it's just information on the creature,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Now, another thing I'd have to spend time figuring out is it just says you advantage on checks made to learn or recall information. So it's like, okay, is that like a knowledge type check? In which case I need to make sure that we're proficient in some sort of knowledge based check.
Yeah.
Or is that more of like an insight check? Like, oh yeah, I have to, was this that same type of creature, type of thing. And I mean, it just.
Yeah, I would lock it up. Probably should lock it up into like analyze creature or something.
Right.
Like you either learn a lore or you learn like what their next action is going to be. I like that. Like the champion, he can learn about the stats and
right.
stuff.
Like,
but
is there
you can learn about what are they planning on doing.
Right.
But I think it goes back to what my original question would be is it worth it for you to do that with 3 rounds of combat? Because that's usually when they end. I'm not saying that I end them at 3 rounds. We're done.
Yeah.
Whether or not you kill them or not, no.
I mean, I would think so, especially if we are going to be coming across more of those or higher statted ones of those, and it would be longer than a 3 round, right? Or it's like, oh, hey, I remember that these creatures are vulnerable to fire, right? Mm-hmm. But they're immune to poison. So, like, don't try to use any poison type attacks on them because it won't do any good.
I think that's the thing, too, as well. So being able to know its abilities or being able to know its
like resistances
and what it's called.
Yeah. So analyze creature type action, right?
Yeah.
Like as a hunter, that would make the most sense.
Yeah, more tied to
me, right? Because it's like, I'm observing these creatures. I've been tracking this creature. I now have this creature marked, right? So like I am locked in. Every single aspect of my attention is locked in on this creature. I'm observing, right? I'm noticing like, okay, he just hit with this arrow and it just kind of like brushed it off, right? So piercing damage, maybe not so much, but when he came over there and just like punched him upside the face, like that hurt, right? So maybe the skin is really thick and piercing damage like isn't going to get there, but bludgeoning damage, crushes. Yeah. Or, he walked past the campfire and was shrinking away from the campfire and was afraid of the fire, right?
I would say something also it could be is like you spend an action to have a lingering ability as a hunter for your flavor feature where it's like for 1 minute you are analyzing the creature as he combats. Right. And on a fail, maybe again you fail or somebody fails. Yeah. Or something. I don't know what. Like I usually like it when like you as a player fail, but you learn from your mistakes. Right. It could be an option like, oh, you failed to shoot and miss it, or you hit it, but it doesn't damage it. You learn it's not weak. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I mean, I wouldn't even mind if something like that cost like APSP. Yeah. Like you have to spend an APSP to Hunter's Market, and then you have to spend an APSP to do like the Hunter's Knowledge or something like that,
Yeah. And I like the two, like the 10 minutes before. So like if you're able to kind of like ask a question. Oh gosh.
Oh, +3 lotion to bypass the monster's tough skin, huh? Well, Super Searcher would probably know about something like that, right?
You never know. I mean, that could be an added a bit. What do they call it? You have like a bunch of concoctions.
Yeah, I do have concoctions. Yes, that can be one of my Hunter Strike features where you fire the arrow that's loaded with lotion in order to soften the skin of the monster.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Turns out that's why he's actually grumpy, is because he's got such dry skin living in the state of Arizona that he's just itchy and uncomfortable, and the lotion is soothing.
Come up with something right out of my bottom, and just like, I don't know, it's
the
chocolatey centered. Yeah.
That would be such a bizarre game.
Yeah, pretty much.
But,
I like the idea, and personally, I don't like to homebrew. I do not like the homebrew stuff. I like to keep it by the books because I'm so tired of trying to like create. I'd rather leave a lot of that to you guys. But I do wish that the for your class, like mainly what concerns me most is my players and their playing class or their ancestor or what's called. And they're like, I like this, but I don't like. I feel like this is being unutilized, and so then I'm kind of like,
how can we utilize it?
Well, I feel like they would. Yeah,
certain classes are very well rounded. Like you use things, it's great, it's easy, it flows, it makes sense, right? And maybe it's just the way that I play the hunter.
Yeah.
Maybe I would be better off playing a champion or something like that, but I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of like aspects to it that I might not be fully utilizing because it's like, oh, they're meant to be, a hunter tracker type thing. Yeah. And I'm like, well, I'm a bow hunter.
Yeah. I'd be curious to see what everybody else says and stuff for people who are running DC20 for hunters. If they're feeling like they do not feel like the hunter type, but they don't feel like they're actually beast hunters and stuff. If they're some of the class abilities or some of the things that go along with it, are they kind of adding to your role play, or are they kind of just have been lost at the wayside? So leave your comments, whatever, either in or out, whatever. So.
Well, and another thing that I have trouble with the hunter too is that I feel like it's very limited as far as like you're either like a potion maker type thing, which I'm like, okay, with the monstrous concoctions type thing, or you're a trapper and you're proficient in setting all these traps, and I'm like, I don't really see
either of those.
My personal character, it's either of those. I'm more of a tracker and I want to take down the big beasts, and I very rarely use my monstrous concoctions. Like none of them. I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I'll use this, but it's in a very specific scenario that I would use it, and then I have to actually remember to use it, kind of thing. And you have to spend actions to like mix it and drink it and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, they have tweaked the wording of those a little bit, which should be more advantageous.
Yeah. It's the hard part because the rules keep changing. Shame on you, Coach. But also, thank you.
Yeah. Well, originally, like the way that I read it was like if you were going to, you could either drink it yourself or you could apply it to a monster.
Yeah.
Right. And but you had to be within one space of the creature to use it against it, right? And I'm like, okay, well, I really like this Hydra's Blood one, like the idea of I put it on the monster, and every time I hit it, I gain a health point, right? I'm like, oh, yeah, that would be sweet. But how often am I ever within one space of my marked creature? Because it had to be a marked creature. And I think for if I drank it, I had like protection against poison or something like that. And again, it was like I never encounter situations where I'm like, oh, I'm really glad I have this, anti-poison concoction that I can spend 2 action points or 1 action point making and then a minor action to drink it kind of thing. It's just very rarely.
If that, has to do with the object action and stuff as well.
Yeah, it is. It's the object action.
Opportunity of attack,
Oh, well. Yeah.
Because if you're also having to be one space away from them. I mean, if it's a big creature, man, it's like probably has reach a little bit too.
Yeah. Yeah, and so, again, it was like, okay, yeah, I've got 3 of these things. That's awesome. But I never use them.
Yeah.
And
throw in your chat what you guys don't use in your guys' character class. Throw in the chat what you guys don't use. Part of your character.
Christine, you shouldn't be using Hunter, period. You should be doing something else. Pick the wrong class.
I think what I mean, I don't know if I liked or did not like this in D&D, but you read the class, but then you read the class and then you go, walk speed.
He just sits there. It's because you play D&D. There's no point in moving.
Yeah. better. So you when you pick your class, you also read the subclasses that you will get later to determine if that's really what you want to do. You know what I mean? You're like, I like the class, but I don't like the subclasses that are connected with it. Oh, and then you go and you search online and you find another class that's like cool, and you're like, yeah, that's the one. And it's a homebrew one that somebody made, and it'll sound perfect. Yeah. But then it's locked behind like either paywalls or like you have to scribble it on your paper. Just to have it.
I cannot tell you how many times I ran into that with the 5e. Yeah. Because it's just like, this is like a really cool, like creature or like path to take, right? I'm like, I would definitely be taking like this type of path, right? And then we'd be using the D&D Beyond to make the characters, which was great, except if you wanted...
Because they would have it, but then if you actually wanted it and get those what's called,
have to have the book. You'd
unlock it and everything,
Come say hi. Say hi to Super Searcher. Hi, Super Searcher. He's our mascot.
Okay, Super Searcher says, I teleport where I need to or get a piggyback. Nice.
He says meow.
Yeah. That's a good ability. I mean, like...
to teleport,
As a character, like, I was building a character, and I was thinking of my character, I'm like, yeah, he's this, and this, and I see that there's, like, a teleportation option, and I'm like, it's cool, but
Misty Step.
I don't see my character like that, but it's cool, though. I'm going to take it. Like,
the blink ability.
Oh, yeah, I can teleport,
Jumper style.
I know. It's like... I mean, you build a character specific for a certain reason and purpose. And you're like, yeah, he's this guy that's had a tough life and he doesn't like men, but he can teleport.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. It's like this is their personality type, which normally would not match at all with someone who could do a certain thing or whatever. And it's like, but yeah, like this is really cool, and I wanted to do that. So yeah.
Oh man, yeah. So.
Oh boy. He always has to say hi to his audience.
Yeah. So a lot of things that were added. A lot of big changes coming to 11, which we're excited for. If you don't know, we have a Patreon, everyone. And if you guys, we have maps on there. We have monster tokens. Right now we're doing a couple weeks of goblins. So I have a bunch. If people are using VTTs, this is actually our commercial section of our... Go check out our...
a word from our sponsors.
Go check out our free Patreon. Go check out our free Patreon on TDOG. And that's where we'll be having weekly... VTTs for maps, monster tokens, and other things as we continually go. Like I said, right now we're doing a lot of goblin stuff, which I've been really enjoying, drawing these different kind of goblins, and yeah, we'll be putting that out every Monday. If you don't, then just assume that I slept in that day. So, yeah. Super Searcher says, if you have a minor spell-like abilities such as drinking potions for effects, I think the Artificer had a daily ability where he rolls a 1d4, 1d6, and gets a random potion for the day. Oh wow, that is actually pretty cool.
I could see some
like
of
a
our
random
players,
potion. I like that because like I feel like when looking at those subclasses and you look at that and that's where you build your character off of. You're like, I like that ability to be able to randomly, like, here I am just, I found this bunch of ingredients. I'm just throwing it all together. And then it's like, okay, I got, what do I got?
Smells awful. Let's just drink it.
But it ties into, I think, like the wild magic
yes.
one character we have in DC20.
I could definitely see some of our players doing something like that and having quite a range of either super epic, like superstar level Mario type abilities where nothing can touch them, to it turns them into just a puddle of goo for the day. You know? And they have to slowly re-solidify.
That's how you have player versus player hate. You know what I mean? They're like, stop doing that. Give me this. Don't do that ever again.
You now have to collect your friend back into the flask that he just drank out of.
I feel like you'll steal the adventure with your bad potion making or something, you know. I don't know. You're like, your roles
ever happened to us before.
Like a game now revolves around your what's called. Superstar says, that would eliminate the need to remember everything that you brewed. By you, thank you very much. I appreciate it. We wish that you could buy us dinner. We're gonna get monetized, I think soon. Hopefully soon, one of these days.
Eventually, in the future.
That'd be pretty cool.
Donations are accepted. Actually, I don't know. Can you even donate?
Yeah, you can donate on the Patreon and stuff too. So that's why I have it there. It's like, gosh, like I believe YouTube is doing a lot of things to really cut the D&D, the people, cut the content creators and stuff. And personally, like we're not buying. It's like, this is our income. We need to, you know what I mean? So
we tried that. We realized just how hard that was going to be.
Well, I told my wife that, like, I don't want ads. I don't want ads or anything. I don't want people to have to. But you were like, well, you should. I'm like, no, I don't want ads in my darn thing. Like, I'd rather for my audience to enjoy it.
Put ads in there though. We just don't get paid for it.
No, I don't think they can. I'm gonna look it up now.
I don't know. See. We'd have to when you go back and you rewatch, are there ever ads?
Yeah. No.
Oh,
no
okay.
Ads. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. No, we don't want ads. And like,
I've seen other people's and stuff. Yeah. And it's like one ad after the next ad.
That's so
annoying. And then it just like
locks
you into, and then they do a lot of the click trick. You know, I'll call it click trick. But like, you go to try to do something and then it just, you know. You're like, no, I didn't want to do that. Like,
you go to like click and it like pops it up as you're clicking. It's like, no, and it takes you to the link and then you need to go back.
YouTube is like,
that's a lot of places though.
What I don't like about, I shouldn't say YouTube, but just in general, all media and every kind of stuff, is it's every day advancing. It's every day evolving. Like, it learns the majority of the people and what they do. And then so it's like, it's not like, okay, it's frustrating, but I've learned to ignore it. It's like they keep upping and changing. It's like annoying every day with somehow new.
How many ads that I have clicked on Pinterest trying to follow a recipe? Yeah. And you go to scroll and like 10 ads pop up. Yeah. And as you go to hit the X in the corner, all of a sudden the ad expands. So then you're clicking on the ad. Yeah. So many times.
Yeah, they're wise.
Yes, thank you, Super Searcher.
Yeah.
And then you got to go back, which puts you back at the beginning of it, and then you're having to scroll down again, and then the ads pop up again, and you're like, why is my life? Everything must be hard copy.
People are like buying things with that. Like, they're like, oh gosh, it trapped me. Oh, that looks cool. Let me buy that.
No, I'm more likely to buy something off of a Facebook ad than I am off of a Pinterest pop-up.
Yeah, I doubt it. So,
but no, like I'm seriously at the point where like I just want hard copies of all of my Pinterest recipes, so I don't have to deal with that crap. I just have to pull down my folder and I can find it. But it's annoying.
Let's go back into it.
Anyway, yeah.
So we got to talk about a little bit about a couple of things. So we got to talk about the stamina, about the flavor features for DC20. We also got to talk a little bit about the 3 rounds. Now, 3 rounds is a projected idea. It's not actually like, it only lasts for 3 rounds.
Right.
But it's just
if you have normal hits.
Yeah.
And like a normal encounter flow, it should last about 3 rounds.
Correct.
Now, there have been plenty of times where it's lasted longer because we've had really crummy rolls and haven't been able to hit.
Yeah, which is good for the GM. The GM feels good when that happens.
Yes.
he gets torn down
Gets
so many times. He's
validated.
like the first round, he's like, "Oh, I am all powerful," and then you guys hit me and take like 20 health, and I'm like. I like roll my dice. It's like a 3. You got
What's
to
the
be
point?
kidding me!
I didn't get to touch you guys once.
I did. Wait up a second. Slow down. Yeah.
Well, and that too can be like, oh, they conditioned the crap out of me in that first round, and now I can't do anything.
Yeah. That's what it sometimes is.
Yes.
It's very
You've got the druidic domain. You are immobilized, and even if you do break free, then it's difficult terrain, so you can only move half of your movement speed, and you'll never catch us.
Yeah, that's interesting because I think I've experienced that a couple times where I've been like, gosh, as a enemy, I'm like, what do I do? Like, I don't have anything. Like, he's got me grappled, restrained, and he has me. Let's call and. Yeah, you literally can't move. Exactly.
And I'm over there shooting you at a distance.
I can't do anything, and then you guys, roll through that again. But then there is balancing. Like, thank you, coach, for putting out I think it was like the latest monster, one of the latest monster editions. But it really specified monsters as we are updating our versions from 9.5 to 10, 10.5, you know what I mean? It has really helped out a lot. So it's like, oh, okay, this is the scale. This is and now that we've run, I feel like I've been a lot more of a challenge to you guys. You're like crap.
I will say in our play-by-post, well, the fact that you've been loading us up encounter after encounter with not necessarily a lot of time to catch our breath.
Yeah.
We're feeling it. I mean, you did give us mercy and allow us to take a long enough rest to regain all of our rest points and everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, a few of our characters, some of our like close-up combat characters, are like, I was a little bit in trouble. I think I'm gonna play this next combat a little bit differently because, one hit and we're bloodied. Yeah, that's how it felt. At least for me, I think you managed to hit me with like 7 damage one turn, and I'm like, I only have 17 health.
Yeah, and that wasn't a regular hit. That was a crit hit.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's why. But the crits are.
Good night, Super Searcher.
Yeah.
We will see you soon, I am sure.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Super Searcher. We appreciate having you around.
9 a.m. or 9 p.m. is the new midnight.
I know. Yeah.
You remember playing till like 2 or 3 in the morning?
Yeah.
And like just carb loaded up on pizza and sodas.
And then we wake up in the morning and just like, I drink too many sodas. I eat too much of those darn chocolate pretzels.
Super Searcher remembers those days.
Junk food. Yeah.
The double DM days.
Yeah. You're like, it's 1 o'clock. Why not? Why don't I? You know? Or it's maybe more, it's like, I need another soda. It's 1 o'clock.
You need something just to keep yourself engaged. I need to munch on something.
Yeah.
Oh, they just went for another slice. I'll go get another slice. And if you have another slice of pizza, you need some more caffeine. And then you're
so we try to play every other week. No.
Well, that was before. That was early married days.
Yeah.
Before kids.
Tell us for all watching or leave in the comments, like, what is some of the foods that you guys do at your table, or things that like you guys do when you guys run your games.
Snackies.
Because now that I think about it, like, it is dangerous. So we usually start out story, and we start with just some snackies and stuff and some drinks, and then we run the game through story wise, and we get to the combat. And everybody's already kind of like, I'm feeling a little tired, but we're going to run through combat. Darn, like, I need something. So you go back to the fridge, take the break, go back to the fridge, pull out the drinks, pull out some more whatever, and kind of push your way through the combat. And that's usually the case. But we've tried to do fruit, but I don't know. I mean, the fruit it goes fast.
Yeah, it would disappear fast.
Yeah.
The Tostino's buffalo chicken ones. cat is playing with a stretchy hand behind me.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah.
Those were really bomb. Like the snack mixes.
Yeah.
Horribly crunchy, not so much great for our live shows, but it definitely kind of kept you occupied, right? 'Cause you just keep getting little bites.
I agree, but I also want, like for me personally, when I'm running my games, I've been doing a lot more 4D stuff, and so I want like shorter games but more thematics. But there is some drawbacks to it, which I'm learning. But yeah, so we've talked about a lot. I kind of wanted to talk about running like wars and running battles, because that's what we've been doing recently.
Yes.
Which I've really enjoyed doing and experimenting with. And
I really liked how you ran the battle sequence in our play-by-post game. I thought that was very well handled, and I think our other players thought so too.
Yeah.
Because it created a scope of like, okay, it's just not us 4 against these 4 or 6 or whatever creatures. I mean, it was, 100 versus 100 type of thing, right?
Yeah.
It definitely had more of that feel. And so, yeah, if you want to tell everybody like how you did that.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and call it a night. And for our next one, we'll go ahead and talk about it. I would like to ask our audience, what do you guys do for your guys' big battles? How do you guys handle them? Other things to consider. Because we, like me, I know I usually look at the fill, like what fill do I want to get out of this? How do I want them to fill? What's going to get in the way of them filling that way, and how can I make it more fill the thematics of like an actual war?
Yeah, you want there to actually be consequences.
Yeah. Yeah, but I also don't want to bloat you down, because I feel like certain things can be bloated down. One of them being like more mechanics and stuff. Like I want to keep just same true simple ones. So yeah, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts, audience thoughts on just like war, big battles and stuff. I will be continually posting just big battle maps and goblin tokens on the Patreon. Free. It's all free. Full download using your VTT. And yeah, I think that's about it. Next time we will see us, we'll probably be talking about big giant wars and what we ran and our opinions and thoughts about it.
Yeah.
So
maybe get into Zira a little bit. We'll kind of see how the night flows, but
cool.
These are nice little chats, though.
Yeah, it is. I hope you guys enjoyed it. TDOG Talk. And we will see you guys next time. And have a good night.
See you later, everybody.